And here we are, obviously, game 2 just about to kick off. St Helens versus Leeds RHINOS. They obviously met in the group stages at the festival stages where St Helens comes out top. So I'm sure Leeds will probably obviously want to take back and take revenge of that game and obviously put a good foot of putting them into the finals. We're joined by Beth from Wigan Warriors. How are we doing, Beth? You good?
Yeah, I'm really good, yeah, thanks.
Great stuff. Obviously, St Helens Leeds, one of those classic games. Obviously, it's built up over the years. Wigan are now starting to come to the party. What do you expect from today's game?
I think it's going to be a close contest, obviously. We know that these two teams are part of what's been the big three, but, you know, our team, myself, we're closing that gap and we've really made it a top 4.
Yeah, exciting. Obviously, St Helens getting off the way and obviously gone quite strong, even though they have got a game against York midweek. They've got a team that's littered with international players. Obviously, starting with Jodie Cunliffe as the England captain, obviously is leading the charge.
Yeah, Jodie's one of their best players, you know, like England international, and she offers a lot, both in attack and defence.
Yeah, so obviously penalty there from a ball steal. Leeds now obviously the first chance to really put Saints under pressure. Going to Beth Dainton, who has been excellent this year, another Welsh international. We got a handful littered across obviously the teams today. Welsh captain that qualified obviously for the World Cup earlier in the year. Lee's taking it back to the middle, lovely carry in behind the ruck. Found the front, look to get a quick play of the ball here. So they might be sitting up for a shift. Gone to the short side. Lovely pass by Beth there. Well taken by the winger and obviously just executed really well. Some smart players there from Leeds RHINOS, and that's probably going to be a shock to St Helens.
Yeah, definitely. They wouldn't have expected that so soon, but they have to see how they respond to it, and hopefully they'll sort themselves out and get defending. Yeah,
fantastic there. Ebony obviously completing the try in the corner, but a lovely work try and a fantastic pass from Beth. So obviously, what would your thoughts be now if you're a St Helens, game started, penalty, then lead to a try? What's your talk in the huddle?
I'd be saying we need to do up, we need to number up properly because they had that overlap on that outside there, and they need to make sure that first contact's really good as well.
Yeah, unfortunately the conversion isn't successful, so 4-0 here for Leeds, and obviously they are going to kick the ball back to St Helens. Obviously for those that are just joining us for this game, it is 18 minutes, 9-minute halves, and obviously when you get the ball, when you score the try, you kick the ball back. So we saw Huddersfield do quite a lot of short, tricky kick-offs. Leeds haven't gone for that today. But obviously that's a growing trend in the game, obviously the women's game. I know Wigan have done that a few times, obviously a little bit of a tricky kick-off. Do you practice that in training?
Yeah, we have done it. Obviously when it comes off and it works really well. Like we're getting the ball back and then it's like you go straight from thinking you're going to defend into attack, and you've got to capitalise on that.
Solid defence there from Leeds, obviously putting Katie Mottershead under a little bit of pressure. Another international that debuted for the first time. Fantastic play from Jodie into Berry, breaking along that left edge. Obviously Katie obviously made a debut this year for England, and it's an exciting time. Obviously a lot of people pushing for our international caps, especially the World Cup coming up in a few years. So Saints have actually got 2 9s on the pitch with Tara and Katie, obviously looking to play fast and obviously playing around the ruck. We'll see how that pans out for them for today. And Saints looking to be expansive early on, trying to get the ball to the edges, but some solid defence from Leeds RHINOS dealt with it quite well. Good kick pressure there from Saints, and I'll see how Leeds can get out of their half now. Again, well done from Leeds, obviously just looking to go to the edge. Another Dice graduate obviously taking part, and well, lucky, looks like Beth might be their go-to player on this left edge. That was smart play, just didn't quite execute. They created the overlap. If that would have been taken, it would have been away. So have you enjoying your time at Wigan Warriors? Obviously this year with Dennis coming in, it's obviously it's a little bit of a change, but are they having some success on the back of it?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Dennis is a great coach and he brings a wealth of experience, and you can see the girls are learning a lot. We've had a lot of young girls, academy girls that have come through and they've really stepped up, and a lot of that is down to Dennis's coaching as well.
Nice, fantastic stuff. Saints went early there, tried to get around the edge when that is the fear. If you can map off well as a defence, he put them head obviously into the 14th, what's he called, defender, which is the touch does. So well defended there from Leeds, really on it seems this morning. Again, strong running there. Leeds taking it to the heart of St Helens, and some fantastic post contact meters there. Again, Kira Bennett, obviously, really one of the informed players, and obviously come through this new generation of players, really starting to move this Leeds defence around through the middle and causing St Helens some problems. Again, good defence. Good work from Leeds. It's 5th and last. Okay, with a nice kick there from the 9. Now it's Saints' turn. Feels like this might be where we are for the next 4 or 5 minutes. Both teams completing the sets, being strong, looking together, back end of the gates. And as I said, that the commentators' curses come in and obviously put the ball down. Big chance for Leeds now. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think they've turned that ball over there. Leeds have got it now. They've got really good possession of it here now. Not fair to go from the try line. So let's see how they attack.
Big hit there. Yeah, obviously they've got a lot of work to do here. St Helens, we know Leeds are phenomenal in attack, so we'll see where they get to. And they look to possibly have an overlap there. They didn't execute. Held up over the line. No double movement there, so possibly a chance gone begging there for Leeds. Might end up ruining that at the end of the game, but possibly a let off for Saints.
Yeah, definitely. They've got the full pitch to go though, so let's see how they work here.
So here we are, we're just going to see the replay. So she has the opportunity and she makes good first contact and some good post contact meters, but yeah, elbow was on the floor, looked to turn over and roll it over. It's so tempting when you're close to the line and you just want to try and score that try, but yeah, good defence from St Helens. Nice little run around there from St Helens. Hasn't come off, so obviously Berry was a Wigan Warrior for not so long ago, and obviously transitioned to the dark side, some might say, at the end of the season. How's it like in camp? Obviously a lot of you girls come up playing with each other, seems to be a nice friendly vibe. What's your thoughts on?
Yeah, it's one of them, people go and look for another opportunity, but everyone's still friendly with Berry when we see her. But she was a great fullback for us, but we've had other people step into that role, and Grace Banks has been doing really well at fullback. So
yeah. Feels obviously, I know we're jumping maybe a game ahead, but feels like it could be a day for Grace Banks with her electric speed.
Oh, definitely. Grace's speed is unreal. Like, she gets that ball in an open gap, she's gone.
Again, some more fantastic defence on that right edge for Leeds RHINOS. Obviously showing him the space, but obviously they got enough speed, enough determination to make sure they're not getting around him. So that's the second time St Helens have gone to that left edge, and Leeds have defended it really well. Good set though for Saints. Obviously they managed to take them up the field. Big defence now required to put Leeds RHINOS under pressure. High tackle there. Looks like they might have hurt Bethan a little bit, but obviously a relieving penalty. That's going to be good for Leeds. We're getting towards the back end of this first half. They might have a good chance to obviously put some more points on the board, put St Helens under some real pressure here. Deciding not to go to the touch, just tap and go. Shauna here on the run. Devastating running. How do you find it coming up against players like Shauna? Obviously just barrels of energy, just run really hard and just really hard to tackle.
Oh yeah, likes of Shauna, she's a unit. I've come up against her, and I'm not ashamed to say I've come off worse sometimes. Like, she tackles hard and she runs really hard, so definitely someone you'd avoid running at. And
that is half time. Obviously didn't manage to complete the set there, but a good first half. What we expect, a tight game, some good execution of skill. Both teams really competing hard, both with and without the ball. What's your thoughts at half time? What would you be saying to your team if you was playing there at St Helens?
I'd say they've just got to keep it up. Obviously, it's a close score, as we expected, a close game. They've just got to keep doing what they're doing and try and cut out the silly errors. Obviously, that's half the battle, really.
Yeah, and obviously, Saints a few times have gone to that left edge, and Saints a few times gone for that left edge, and Leeds have done really well at mapping off. Do you think they need to change what they're doing? Do you think they need to change up the tactics a little bit? Because at the moment, Leeds seem to have the better of St Helens.
Yeah, they seem to be covering really well on that left edge there, the defensive side. It could work, the execution's not quite there for Saints. If they executed it, I'd say it could be a different outcome, but Leeds' defence is really good on that side.
Again, if you're Leeds Rhinos, possibly a bit stronger in that half, what you're saying to maintain your lead in the second half?
I'd be saying let's keep it up, keep running hard, let's execute our attack and just get us up the field, really.
Nice. So what's your community club? Where have you come from? What's your journey to rugby league? You're stood next to me today.
I started off at Hindley ARLFC. I used to play with boys teams, and then eventually had to move to St Jude's. At the time there was no girls team. I'm really pleased to say that since I've left, we've now got 3 or 4 age groups with over 120 girls at Hindley. So we've come a long way, and it's really good to see the game's been growing over the past few years, and it's just getting better and better.
Yeah, obviously I spent a bit of time myself down at Hindley, and Harry Taylor, the chairman there, has done some great stuff, and they had a rebrand recently, obviously the Hindley Stags and the Hindley Hinds, to reflect the growing nature of the women's game and obviously the prominence that they have at their club. So doing some fantastic stuff, and it is good that they've got 3 or 4 girls team, and I think they're pushing to have a women's team as well, so that growth is continuing. It's only going to be good for the game, but also good for Wigan as more and more teams in that area obviously producing more girls teams.
Yeah, definitely. We can see now we've got so many academy girls, and our academy is looking really, really good for the next few years, and it's great to see.
Yeah, and obviously that is reflective. Obviously we've seen a significant growth since obviously the launch of the Women's Super League in 2017, and the community club's obviously a heartbeat of what our game is, and loads of players that are coming. This young girls have been through that journey. They've seen the resemblance and the start of it in 2017 and 2018, and they've taken up the mantle, and they're starting to take this game into new heights, and it's fantastic to see. So yeah, lots of talent. I know obviously some of the try scores have been scored by Dice players, and obviously they're the college age girls, so it's only excited to see how that was going to continue to grow. Second half here to look to get started, so yeah, I think winning this first game is really important. With only 2 games in your group, you've got to take your first win, otherwise you're potentially in danger of not getting qualified through to the semi-final stage, and anything's to play for. But yeah, not the best start there from Saints, and we'll see what Saints have to offer now, starting on a good position at 50. Strong carry there into the middle of the field. I think that's from Lucy Gibbons. Strong carry there, young player, and obviously going straight to that edge. That seemed to be better there from Saints, a little bit sharper, set up with a quick play of the ball, and obviously look to play a little bit flatter at the line. So we're now taking it back to midfield. Zoe just there, deciding to go onto the short side and kicked early. Possibly not the best executed player there. Big defence required. Lee's carrying out from their own half. And again, just want to try and get out of your set here. Get out your half of your set and take it up. And again, commentators comes into it. Shona puts the ball down, and again, it's another opportunity for St Helens here. Possibly the best of the day that they've got to try and really execute something here. Going short side. Well dealt with by Leeds Rhinos. St Helens need to get off the edge here. They've got space and they've got numbers on St Helens right. They've set it up beautifully. Can they execute? Ball to Zoe Harris. Out the back. Lovely tips. Great defence from Leeds Rhinos. Possibly out the back was the better option there.
Yeah, I agree. I think at the back would have been the better option. I think they had the numbers on that side, and probably could have been a try gone begging though. Yeah,
they have another chance. So here we see out the back from Zoe, and obviously nice little tips ball, but we had Jodie Cunningham at the back there, and they had obviously lots of space on that edge. Again, Zoe taking it to the line. You got the space. Is that down? It is. Again, some fantastic defence from Leeds RHINOS, but just a little bit too close to the line. And we're all square.
Yeah, I think she was lucky not to hold her up there, but great determination to get over the line there, yeah, from Saints.
Again, that's when you're trying to come at your half. One of the reasons why you want to try and get at your half, or yardage as they call it, is because if you do make a mistake, you give teams multiple balls on your line, and obviously they just defended well, but they were just a little bit too close to the line. They couldn't quite get there, so here we go, 4-all. Unlucky there from Zoe, the kick is unsuccessful, so about 6-7 minutes left of this game. It's going to be a real nip and tuck. I think we might see a little bit of flair coming out, and I think who manages that situation the best over the next 2 or 3 minutes will probably come out victors in this game.
Yeah, definitely, I agree there.
But a lovely day here over in Hull. The sun is shining, and obviously getting to play another stadium. What's your take on obviously getting to play at all these Super League stadiums? And a fantastic short kick-off. Unlucky with the bounce, but managed to get the ball back. And Saints are now back under with the ball underway, putting Leeds under more pressure. What's your take on obviously playing all these Super League stadiums? I assume you would have watched it as a kid on Sky and or BBC, etc. And yeah, just exciting.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, you can talk about being a young girl watching the games, and you wouldn't have ever thought that we'd have these opportunities, but now a few years on, and it's like every Super League team's getting involved. The majority of teams have a women's team and playing at all these stadiums. Yeah.
Oh, we got a chase. Fantastic chase there from Jodie Cunningham. Considering often she gets called slow, I think she's done all right there, and she did obviously a try-saving tackle to basically win the game, I would say, against you at the derby. But yeah, great break there from Leeds RHINOS, capitalising on the mistake from St Helens. They've got numbers. Chooses to go herself, and some good defence there from St Helens. Again, it's not over, they are looking fatigued. Again, going short again. Shona Hoyle too strong there. Twisted turning, put the ball down, possibly make up from the knock-on that led to the St Helens try. So, yeah, again, could turn on a moment, a knock-on, the game can turn.
Yeah, definitely a key try there for Leeds.
Again, they had the numbers on the edge. Kira Bennett decided to go to herself. Shona steps up again, talked about how powerful of a player she is, and just tries to capitalise on it, hits and spins and does a fantastic job to get the ball down. Very hard to stop that from that distance. I feel this might be in Kira Bennett's range. A conversion here might be able to start putting pressure onto St Helens. And again, I might need to stop talking every time I say something the opposite.
Yeah, not the best of kicks, but
again, not long left in this game. Minutes do tick away fast in 9-minute halves, and yeah, we need to see something from St Helens here. Otherwise, Leeds will take the first spoils of the day in Group A.
Yeah, definitely. Saints need to get over the line and get over that line quick. Like we said, this first game, it's really crucial for this.
Naomi with a strong carry into centre field. Stain still got two recognised halves, nines on the pitch with Tara and Katie. Again, going for the run around. Lovely little dummy from Zoe Harris. Again, looking to be a bit more expansive. A lot of ball players on the pitch, looking to obviously spread the ball around quite a bit. Nice little pass there from Katie inside to Naomi. Solid defence from Leeds RHINOS, so fronting up really well. Oh, we've got an opportunity here, Tara, with one of her trademark runs. Good defence from Kira, fifth and last. Oh, nice little offload. No fear of the youth of today. Under pressure, caught the ball, and then obviously comes back for the carry. Fantastic work from Leeds RHINOS, and again, good carry with distance. I feel these next couple of sets are crucial. Leeds need to get to the back end of the set, get a good kick away, and really put some pressure under St Helens. A bit of game management needs to start coming into it now.
Yeah, they've just brought on a couple of changes, Leeds as well, so let's see what these subs have to offer for us.
And Amy Hardcastle doing what Amy Hardcastle does well. Big, powerful, pushing people, causing some ruckus. So again, great to see Amy playing in this. Oh, lovely offload. And again, another break from Ruby Walker. Oh, backed up with an offload. Second big play from Ruby Walker. Obviously the first one was the pick up the ball from the knock on that obviously got Leeds for the second try, and again some fantastic work there to make the break, ride the tackle, and then have the presence of mind to offload. I think that might be the game. What's your thoughts? Do you think Leeds Saints have got anything left in this game?
I think it's looking tired now. When we're playing in this, it's really warm today. There's a lot of heat and there's not long left, and obviously Leeds have just overtaken there with that extra try. I think it's looking like it's going to be a Leeds win.
Leeds obviously holders at the moment of the Nines trophy. York won it in the first year, Leeds in year 2. Are they on for another track, or do you think Saints can come back for this, or even possibly Wigan might obviously cause us some problems? We've not seen those play yet.
We've not seen ourselves play yet, and I think we've got a lot to offer today. We've got a lot of pace in our squad, and I think we're going to surprise everyone and be really, really good today.
Again, the other team in this group is Cardiff Demons, currently sitting at the top of the Southern Championship. A lot of internationals, Welsh internationals in that team, and traditionally done well. And it's got to the semi-finals last year. Just managed to fall to York City United, York Valkyrie. So yeah, another team that's possibly an unknown. Do you know much about obviously Cardiff Demons?
Yeah, they've got a lot of really good players. Obviously, we've come up against them in the Challenge Cup a few times, and yeah, when they're really strong, and when they get the ball, they really are looking to ship the ball and get into some open space. So they might surprise us as well, yeah. And
that is the game. Obviously 18 minutes up, fast-paced game. And obviously Leeds RHINOS take the first spoils, puts them in pole position. So a big game coming up next for both Saints and Leeds against Cardiff Demons if they want to progress into the semi-finals. So what's your take on that game, and what are you going to take away from it?
I think we saw some good skill on offer. I think there was a bit of some sloppy errors as well. I think both teams tried really hard, but Leeds are the ones who come out on top though. The game is Leeds RHINOS versus Cardiff Demons. Cardiff Demons taken to the field for the first team, last team to play. Obviously travelled up from Cardiff last night, a long journey in the first team outside of Super League. Obviously we are joined by Brogan, Wigan and Welsh international. You know quite a few of these Cardiff players. What are you expecting from Cardiff today?
They bring a lot of pace to the game, especially the fullback Leanne. Oh dear, what a great start. Yeah. Leanne Burnell.
But yeah, so Leanne obviously lots of pace, and Leanne, and yeah, obviously they're doing quite well, qualified for the World Cup for the first time, and as we see, Tank, as she's referred to, taking the ball up to the middle field with a strong carry. Again, Leeds are fronting up well here.
What do you think they'll gain from playing Nines ready for the World Cup in 2026?
I think obviously Cardiff Demons is one of those situations where they just want to experience and play more league, as we kind of see a half break from Leanne there, obviously.
There she is, speak of the devil.
But I think just more opportunities against elite opposition, just gives them to benchmark themselves, to learn, and again it's just another good life experience. A lot of them are 3-4 into the rugby league journey, so just more opportunities the better.
Cardiff are obviously playing in Super League South and hoping to get promoted into Super League.
Yeah, and a good first set obviously, and a nice kick. They might come away with an opportunity here. Ball
nice
still in play. Strong first set, yeah. Obviously Cardiff Demons take part in the Southern Championship. They're pushing for promotion at the end of the year. We have 2 championships, the Championship North and Championship South. They're currently sitting at the top. If they win that league, they will compete against the Northern Champions, which at the moment is looking like Lee Leopards, who sit at the top of the Northern Championship with being undefeated, and then the winners of that will take place against the 8th place team in Women's Super League to be promoted into the competition next year. So they're on that journey. I know that's part of their ambition. So yeah, an exciting end of the year. It's the first time the pyramid's been opened.
It'd be really good seeing Cardiff get promoted from a selfish perspective for Wales.
Great play there from Kira Bennett. Squared up really nicely. Nice run in there. Obviously some lovely carry there from Izzy. They took the ball to what's he called, the line there from Kira. Nice short ball to Izzy, who's been phenomenal this year, obviously knocking on the door of England and just executed. And obviously first points to Leeds Rhinos after a solid first set from the Cardiff Demons. Obviously great running there from Izzy, really come to the fore this year, and Kira looking to obviously add the extra points, but unlucky, managed to hitch the post there. So 5-point lead for the Leeds Rhinos. They will kick back off to the Cardiff Demons. So obviously some of the drop goals not managing to go over at the moment, and it leaves the door open for the Cardiff Demons. Strong obviously in attack, didn't manage to obviously execute in defence, but some nice plays for some England players there.
It's a skill not often used in rugby league, is it, drop kicking? Something the girls aren't used to and don't practice very often.
Cardiff with the ball. Strong carry from Katie, who takes it into the middle of the field.
What's interesting to see as well in this Nines Festival is some teams like Wigan only putting one marker in every breakdown, and some are opting to put the two in like usual, leaving you with one less man or woman back in the defensive line.
Yeah, there's a few different tactics at play, and obviously Wigan have managed to obviously have a strong first game there. Yeah, I think defence is always key. You have to have solid defence in the middle, and Leeds are doing that at the moment. They're handling Cardiff quite well. Nice play there from Sarah, creating some space on the right edge. Can Cardiff execute? They got the numbers.
Got numbers out wide if they can run straight up and give that sugar and pass.
Solid defence from Leeds Rhinos there. No panic, just mapped off, just kept on working out to get across.
You've always got a decision to make as a winger, haven't you? You've got that decision of can I back myself to get round the wing, or is it touch and go? Are they going to push me into touch? Well held.
Solid return there. Kaylin does a good job to obviously make that tackle, because if she didn't, I think she would have been away.
Not outnumbered on the wing. That looks forward to me. But your referee's allowing it to play on.
It looks like the touch don't give call forward, but the referee overruled it and played on. Again, Leeds are so devastating. Just playing fast. Hands up rugby.
Worth noting, Bethan, 13 for Leeds, also plays for Cardiff, so she's plays for Wales international squad, so she's playing against some of her teammates there.
Good
so she'll know the way they play, she'll know how to exploit them, where their strengths lie, where their weaknesses lie, and that's a try scored.
Another try there from Leeds Rhinos. Again, going from one side of the field to other. So great work there, obviously executed. Went down this right edge. There was a possible suggestion of a forward pass, but the referee played on straight across. So they're really trying to stretch Cardiff Demons, and again just managed to get behind the ruck there and get the ball down. Liam didn't have enough to stop the tackle there. Tall order now for Cardiff Demons to come back and obviously make amends in the second half of this first half. And again we see the conversion go wide, so the door is still open. A couple of tries and they'll be right back into this, but at the moment Leeds are just exploiting them a little bit too much in defence. What do you think that is, Brogan?
They're doing the fundamentals right. They're ending the sets well. They get into fifth. They're kicking. They're ending in a good ball area. Leeds are just really good at running onto the ball. The way they attack the line at pace, and the way they look to gaps and exploit lone defenders. Yeah,
we're just watching that forward pass again. It was borderline. It could have gone either way, and obviously it goes the way of Leeds Rhinos too. Obviously it doesn't go in Cardiff's favour, but obviously they need a strong set here. Jan receives the ball.
She's got space and she's got the feet to back it up.
Straight away looks to try and go around him. That's Leanne's style, just full out attack. Powerful, fast, good footwork. Meg, who made her debut for Wales early in the year in the win against the Netherlands, looks to take the ball into the middle of the field.
Oh, fumble there.
I believe that's Vanya, who's a Greek international playing for the Cardiff Demons. Fortunately puts the ball down there. So they have been exploited a little bit at the moment, Cardiff Demons in defence. Obviously need a big set here to try and combat obviously Lee's threat. Strong carry there.
Bounces one off.
Yeah.
It makes such a difference the pace you can play the ball when you find your front. That hitting in and dropping yourself to the ground and hitting the deck on your own terms. Oh, she's found a gap, she's through.
Again, nice 2-1 finish.
Teamwork. Oh. What a shame to not get the try off the back of that. It was her break that made that got the through towards the try line. Give a ship. Tried to receive it back and unfortunately went a little bit too high for her fingertips to catch it.
But again, quite simple. Lee's set this up quite well. We're getting to the 50s, just execute. Great cover and tackle there from Zoe. Again, ball just over the head there, and obviously manages to put the ball down. A bit of a let off for Cardiff Demons, and they need to get to the back end of the set here. Solid defence from the Leeds Rhinos.
Leeds' defence is just phenomenal. They're making contact, they're getting onto the back every single time. There's not a single slow play of the ball, fast play of the ball given to Cardiff in this game.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the small details, isn't it, that matters. You know what I mean? Being able to find your front, or get a quick play of the ball that puts the defence, or manage to get them on the back end again. Leeds clearly doing
in a
well.
game like Nines, which is all about pace. You want to get up, you want to get fast, you want to get to the line as quickly as you can, and Leeds are shutting that down time after time again for Cardiff.
Yeah, another bit of a quick play of the ball here, bit of an opportunity. Oh, penalty there.
Right to me, yeah, ref's given it. Get a set restart from there.
Quarter high. Again, as we were watching on the screen, Sarah does a good job of skipping over to try and spread the defence out, and yeah, Leeds just get caught high there, just get into the space, and again, some good footwork here from Sarah to take it straight back in after the whack to the face. Again, strong defence from Leeds, managing to put the Demons onto the back.
Gotta watch that touchline.
Yeah. Nice play from the Cardiff Demons, but well matched by Leeds Rhino again. Against St Helens, the edge D was really good, mapped off really well and never panicked, just kept on working as a unit to get across and deal with any threats, and they're doing the same again today. Cardiff are going short side, they create the opportunity, but again, some fantastic defence, no panic, just manages to deal with that situation and read it really well on that edge. And there we are for half time. So what's your rating on the first half so far, Brogan?
Leeds just are too dominant in defence, aren't they? They're strong and they're so good at getting two people in, getting them to floor, pinning them to back and peeling off nice and slow and slowing down the game. Cardiff, on the other hand, aren't doing the same. They're like letting Leeds be dominant in their carries, they're letting them find the front, get up and play quickly, and it shows.
So what will you be saying? So what do Cardiff need to do to try and speed up the work? What do they need to do to try and combat, obviously, the wrestle and the tackle from Leeds Rhinos?
Find the front on their own terms. It's hard. It's you kind of have a decision to make. Do you spin out of a tackle and try and find your front that way? Do you hit into contact and hit low and dive to the floor and then get up and play it before they can kind of dive on top? There's obviously lots of different techniques of how you can kind of find your front, and sometimes it's just about being the stronger player.
Part of their story that they need to obviously get right in the second half is getting, obviously, let's play the balls. If you was in Leeds camp, what would you saying right now?
Say that again, sorry, Tom.
If you was in Leeds camp, what would you be saying coming into the second half? Obviously, good first win against St Helens, in charge at half-time in the second half. What would you be saying in Leeds?
I'm a little bit biased, but I'm going to say the team people are watching out for is Wigan. So far, they're only kind of playing teams who aren't, I don't think, evenly matched with them in terms of competitiveness and strength. But the likes when they come against the smaller, faster teams like the likes of Wigan, that's what I'll be looking out for. Keep using these as tester matches and use these as a chance to go against some faster, smaller players and how they can spread in defence and how they can map up and then face against the likes of Wigan.
Nice. Obviously, you're relatively new into your rugby league journey. How have you found it so far? Obviously, coming through Salford to Wigan, Welsh International. How have you enjoyed your journey so far?
Yeah, obviously I've come from Union originally. It is a very different game. I always thought, having come from Union, that I always thought that league was a slightly wimpier sport. I didn't think the contact was as impressive. I didn't think it was as hard. And after having played it, I completely disagree. Every time I get hit, they hit you where your vital organs are in your chest. It does hurt, and it is a lot more intense. And the speed of which you've got to run and get back on side, and that constant moving forwards and backwards, it is exhausting. But I love it. Obviously, I'm not the biggest player. For those who can't see me back home, I'm only 4'11". I'm not even. I tell people I'm 5 foot, but I'm not. I'm that like little inch off. But yeah, so playing against some of the much bigger players, and I play in the middles. I play either loose forward or half. and that's our scrum half, and obviously that's quite in the middle of the pitch running all the biggies.
Yeah, obviously shorter than 5 foot, playing in the middle. Obviously you're nursing an injury at the moment. How's that coming? How's that coming along?
So I did my ACL. I ruptured my ACL in the 3rd Challenge Cup game of the season. I just been signed for Wigan for a new club, and then did my ACL in the 3rd Challenge Cup game, and actually haven't even managed to start the league with my team. As we all know, kind of ACL is the big one. It's a full 12 months out of action. I've had my surgery, and to be fair, I'm ahead of schedule so far. I should be able to start running in September. I can't even play walking touch. It's rubbish. You can't even, because you can't twist to play walking touch. So completely out of action. I miss it. But it's good to stay connected with my team and come watch things like this and get involved in every way that I can.
Good to see you ahead of schedule as we get back way here with Cardiff Demons at the Sherwell Group Craven Park at the home of Hull KR for the Women's Nines finals.
Cardiff kicked off to Leeds. Leeds looking for a first round carry.
Good kick chase there from Cardiff.
Managing to get them on the back this time, that's better.
Slow the play the ball down a little bit more.
Do you think that's what the coach of Cardiff's been saying to them at half time? Look at controlling that ruck pace and getting them onto the back and keeping them there a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think so. Again, it was a little bit too fast there, but yeah, I think Ian Newbury, the coach of Cardiff Demons, will be talking about trying to control that, but get them, slow them down. And
Hooker there spotting that gap where the marker wasn't onside, not paying attention, making a nice easy 10 metres by herself.
Yeah, and as you can see, as the game's starting to speed up and as they're not really controlling that ruck, obviously the play the ball speed's a bit fast and they're struggling for line speed at the moment, Cardiff. And great play there from Leeds RHINOS, lovely little face ball out to the edge, and Ebony Steed, again, an up and coming talent. A lot of people talking quite highly of what she can bring to the game. I know she's on the dice camps and defensively she's been very solid today, but adding some points on the side of the board as well there.
Do you want to explain what the dice pathway is and what the pathway is for girls going up to Women's England?
Yeah, so as we see this, again, lovely pass there straight across, and again, good commitment, just bring it inside, create a bit of space between her and Leanne to put the ball down. But yeah, dice is obviously for the most talented players college age group, and they go in part of a 2-year program where they come together every half term or so. They do some training in their camp, so I was in camp last week with them, and they get to obviously talk about loads of stuff. They then talk about what they do on the pitch and all the rest of it, but they also get additional stuff like how to work with, deal with resilience and mentoring and food and nutrition and all the rest of it. So it's a way to really accelerate some of the best young talents to come through the game, and obviously a lot of them are now starting to come through. So Kara Bennett was possibly the first one to come through that program, then to transition into first team and then into England, and obviously the pathway is coming through. Stu Burrow, who is the England head coach, headed up that program and still heavily involved. He's now headed up by Connor, and yeah, it's just accelerating. And I've been involved in the game for a number of years, but the fact that they get to win camp and they get to spend some time together, 3 or 4 days, it's just a really important life skill and just a good experience for them.
It's really exciting seeing how women's sports developing, and like the diets camps and the youth that are coming through, like the young academies. I think at Wigan especially the academy kids are incredible. Obviously you've seen the likes of Isabel Rowe, who's only 17 years old, has now had her first debut for England first team, and she's kind of come through that pathway, and she's like, I think she'll get drafted into Australia's NRL in the next couple of years.
Yeah, we've got a few players over there, and a great carry there from
Fionn
Jenkins, or Tank, as she's quite well known, and yeah, caused some devastation there, managed to get a penalty, but yeah, well dealt with the second time by Leeds, and yeah, Cardiff looking to try and attack on the front foot.
Again, getting pinned on the back every single time.
I feel they need something from this set to give themselves a chance in this game, otherwise they'll leave them all else to do against St Helens in the second game.
Were Cardiff the wildcard team this year?
Cardiff won their group, so there's four teams that won, so St Helens, Cardiff, York, and let's go for Cardiff nearly from Leanne.
She's got it.
Great running, good offload to Jasmine. Again, the 2 wildcard spots was Leeds RHINOS and the Huddersfield Giants. Nice play there. Fifth and last, they've got space on this edge. Can they execute?
If they can get up and play the ball quickly, they've got loads of space. But Leeds doing really well to scramble defence and get themselves around.
Go to a kick into the corner.
Oh, couldn't quite get a foot to it and touch it.
Doesn't quite execute, but a better set there for Cardiff, looking to obviously create a little bit of space on that left edge, and Leanne managing to do what Leanne does really well, which is exploit space and obviously be a devastating runner.
Let's talk about the psychology behind rugby then. So a lot of teams, when you're getting quite this far behind, what's going through your head at this point?
I don't know, you tell me. There's different ways. Sometimes there's not much time to think. Do you know what I mean?
You can feel the difference in team morale sometimes when you can see try after try, people's heads go down. It comes down to, I think, experience sometimes of how you can dig yourself out of that dark hole and motivate the people around you to pick your head up and go again and never give up.
Yeah, and here we just see some space.
Easy break there, little show and go, and a through she is.
Yeah, a bit of mismatch of pace there.
Dive there from Leanne.
And Ruby Walker just obviously exploiting her space there, just managed to run around Katie, and yeah, the speed there just a little bit too good, and possibly at the moment, you know what I mean, the speed of Leeds Rhinos and what their young talent come into the game are just struggling with a little bit of the pace. I think it's getting around Betterman a little bit, and as we watch the replay, like I say, just Ruby's in open space just gets around Katie, and Katie can't manage to get there, and yeah, that's possible thing that's let them down at the moment, is that they ain't got quite the pace to
and
match
I think
what
the
Leeds Rhinos have.
communication in defence there, when you see someone run through right through the middle, it's unsure of which player's marking that defender. And there's so much open space when you're playing nines, obviously the same size pitch but less players. You've got to communicate better in defence and know who you're defending, and I think Cardiff are lacking that a little bit today.
Yeah, and I say one of the points around what does Cardiff need to do and what do they get out of this? Again, this is another benchmark that just the physicality of what Leeds are managing to bring in regards to speed is something that they need to work on or continue to work on. It's coming into the last 3 minutes here. Reed Parker taking the ball to the middle of the field. And I think some points will be a positive sign for Cardiff going into that second game, just to give them a little bit of confidence. But at the moment, I think they're probably going to go and do a bit of work in defence in between the games.
Bit of a hesitation there. Good strong carry, found a front. Can she get up and play it quickly? They've got numbers on the wing if they look right. That looked high to me, but she's dropped it. He's given it. He's not given the high tackling. He's given the drop ball instead. Yeah.
Again, you got to chance your arm. You know what I mean? You're down on points. You got to try and exploit that space. But I mean, that's been a feature, I think, of Leeds Rhinos. The edge D has just been fantastic. They just managed to deal with anything that comes their way. They stay solid as a unit and just work hard from the inside. And
they're really well at staying linked up and moving. Is that free on the edge, aren't they? They stay together and they shuffle together as a team. And the communication, you can tell from the way they move and stuff. They're experienced players. They're used to playing together next to each other.
Yeah, again, another solid carry looking to expose kind of fractious Cardiff Demons line.
And then when you watch the way Cardiff defend, they sprint out one player at a time. They're not moving as a unit.
Again, lovely footwork there from Ebony again. A lot of people talking up her second of the game, I believe, and looks like these Rhinos will be going through as top of their group. Obviously, we'll find out who goes through in the next group, but looking strong at the moment, these Rhinos. Possible taking it home for the second time. What's your thoughts?
Nope, Wigan.
Not biased with that?
No, not at all. I'm not stood in a Wigan shirt or anything, no.
As this conversion gets kicked, we'll be coming into the last minute.
Wasn't a bad effort at all. It was on target, just a little bit short.
Yeah, I think there's been some struggling possibly. Some of these teams might need to speak to Faye Gaskin and obviously look to some of her skills, and obviously the now famous drop goal last year for the Challenge Cup semi-final.
I scored a drop goal in nines last year.
Did you?
I'm a terrible kicker, yeah. I was surprised. Even I was surprised at my own ability, so that's my my claim to fame now, scored one drop goal.
Nice. Time's off as we're coming into the last seconds. Just got a player taking a little bit of a treatment for the Cardiff Demons on the edge. But again, as we're coming to the end, it is quite exciting. Obviously, Cardiff Demons littered with Welsh international talent. You've got Beth Dainton for Leeds Rhinos. You've got Gracie for Huddersfield. You've got yourself at Wigan and Kerris at Wigan. You know what I mean? There's a number of people littered across the teams that come from Wales, and they will be competing in the World Cup for the first time, which has now been made official, be Australia and Papua New Guinea. Are you looking forward to that?
I'm so excited. it'd be my first World Cup, and it's so good now to see that there is opportunities at women to go to the World Cup. I mean, there's kids in the stand who cheer for us, and to know that they get to turn around to their parents or to school and be like, you know, I want to be a rugby player one day, I want to go to the World Cup. It's amazing we've got a pathway like that now for young people that we do with the boys. That just wasn't a thing when I was younger. Rugby wasn't even offered to girls in school when I was there. We had badminton and tennis.
Yep. Cardiff looking to spread the ball, but again, just solid defence from Leeds Rhinos, just looking to...
Penalty can be given to Leeds Rhinos there. Was it for a high tackle?
Is it Leeds Rhinos?
Oh, for hair pull.
I think he's
Referee's given us the hair pull signal.
Yeah, so
Something you don't see often in the men's game, is it?
No.
Especially not for you, Tom. You can't
No.
see Tom, but Tom hasn't got any hair.
Yeah. Yes, no. But, yeah, like I say, penalty there. A little bit disappointing from the Cardiff points of view, but coming into the last set now, and a devastating run from Amy Hardcastle. But, yeah,
That's it. Final whistle blows.
It's an exciting time ahead. Obviously, the women's game only continues to get bigger and better, and obviously I look forward to seeing your journey on this programme and being alongside you, so thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you very much for having me, Tom. Take care.
And we will be back for the next game in a couple of minutes. And as we head out for the second semi-final here at the women's nines final at the Sherwell Group Craven Park, home of Hokiar, Huddersfield Giants will be taking on Leeds Rhinos. Leeds Rhinos have looked strong and confident so far. Huddersfield with a good win over a young Valkyrie side. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this game pans on. Who is going to take on Wigan Warriors? We are joined by Tara from Cardiff Demons. Hello, Tara. How are you doing?
Hiya, Tom. Thank you for having me. I'm doing really good, thank you.
Good stuff. Obviously, long journey up last night for the Cardiff Demons, but you must be proud of the performances they put in today.
It's been absolutely incredible to watch how far the girls have actually come. So obviously being the non-Super League side here today, I think we've actually impressed quite a few people. But yeah, it was a long journey up yesterday. We just enjoyed and embraced the whole day, to be honest.
Nice, and obviously a good kick-off there from Huddersfield. A mistake from one of your fellow internationals, Beth Dainton there. Obviously an interesting kick from Huddersfield and first chance to really put a marker down in this semi-final.
Yeah, silly error, but I'm sure Beth Dayton will make up for it in her next tackle or next carry. That's the type of player she is.
You're obviously captain of Wales. How do you find that she's a phenomenal leader, isn't she?
Phenomenal. I don't even think that's the best word to... I think there should be a better word to describe her. She's an amazing person on and off the field. She's a massive leader within the group of our girls. Everyone looks up to her. And yeah, she's phenomenal.
Nice word. Hopefully we'll get that clipped and she can hear that later. As Huddersfield are attacking again, Amelia Byrne been dangerous all game, and obviously most games that she plays in, Huddersfield have got a real chance to put a marker down as they go into the final 10. Back into the middle of the field. Great carrying again, trademark from Leeds is to try and get that wrestling, but she managed to find a front, and they have space on this left edge.
Yeah, I find Leeds are very good at wrestling on the floor. Ooh.
Oh, it could be another full length there. Good lucky bounce.
And she got the pace.
And I don't think she's got. Great covering tackle. Gone backwards, Leeds continue. Fantastic work there. From Tara Moxon, great covering tackle.
Outstanding as well from Beth Dayton to be that one supporting, picking up that loose ball and having Leeds keep the ball.
Yeah, again, good tackle for Sam. I'll put Beth and a number of people, I call them glue players. They just do a lot of work that goes unseen and they just make teams better in and around. So yeah, I think she was a definitely glue player. As Leeds look to attack on this left edge. Good D again from Huddersfield, really stepping up. Tara Moxon looks like a woman on a missile, playing against the old team in Leeds Rhinos and doing a fantastic job. Done a fantastic job there to keep him out, and obviously it'll be an important set to obviously get as much further down the field as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Tough carry there from Gracie, good defence from Leeds, manages to stay in the field. Again, good defence. I was saying, like, Leeds clearly do a lot of work on the wrestling the ruck, trying to get you on your back, turn you over. I hope you found that when you've played them in the past or watching it. As we see Tara again, phenomenal play so far.
Yeah, she's having a really good game here. But with the tackle and the wrestling on the floor from Leeds, we've actually watched a few clips back and learned a few things ourselves. Obviously, with majority of our team being in Welsh camp with Beth Dayton, she's one of the players that teaches us how to wrestle on the floor and how they do it so well in Leeds. So yeah, it's very, very good.
Again, Tara with a good run has caused a penalty and a relieving penalty for Huddersfield, who now looking to start to move the ball in a good position, and again possibly starting to turn the screw a little bit here and maybe started the stronger of the two teams, I will say, so far in these first 4 minutes.
Yeah, agreed.
Strong carry. Again though, Leeds putting them on the back, slowing them down.
Yeah, it's the slow balls. I think that's where Leeds' defence are looking strong, because they're not letting those other teams have the fast balls, so they're letting their team get back to the set on the line and have that forward push together.
Again, looking to go to the outside back, the back to Amelia, who's a devastating runner. Nice little short pass. Good defence again. Another trademark of this Leeds RHINOS team so far is that their edge D, they map off really well. They don't panic, they all just work hard for each other from the inside, and not many teams have managed to get around them so far for that today.
No, you can see the communication. They're very good at communication, and when you're mapping in defence, you need that communication from your inside to push out. And you can tell that when we played against them earlier, and every game that they've played in, you can see the communication from the sideline.
Again, chance for Leeds to start to build a bit of territory, build a bit of pressure onto the Huddersfield line. Good D though from Huddersfield, met that strong, got the bodies in front. Smart play on the line there. Beth gets a quick play of the ball. They've got options on the short side and they recognise it. Lovely push from the inside. Can they execute? Great covering against from Huddersfield. Fantastic try there from Leeds RHINOS on the back of obviously Bethan. Quick play of the ball that set everything off and hit a nice short lead tips. Got a body through, got a quick play of the ball, and then they just ran in front of him. And again, quite simple in the end as we're looking at the replay, but Beth there again, backs up, hits the space, and she does a fantastic job just running into the space and scoring it down. Again, another DICE graduate doing some, or DICE student doing some fantastic stuff. Ebony Steed again there scoring, I think is possibly one of the standout players today. Been threatening every time she's played the player and scored some goals, and I speak quite highly of you. So Tara, obviously you're relatively new into the Wales camp. How do you think it's going down in Wales and obviously qualifying for the World Cup and some of the shirt presentations and all the rest? What do you think do you think there's a movement building down there?
Yeah, I think it's quite exciting in camp at the moment. So with myself only getting into the Welsh squad in March, I'm quite new to the game. But since being involved, you can see the progression already. Obviously, I know we've been building over the last 4 years. And with us now as well, winning that game against Ireland and then against Netherlands to make it to the World Cup. I think there's a lot of excited players. There's a lot of battles now for the shirt. We all want to improve and we all want to make each other that better player, and we want that seat on the plane.
Nice. Again, we see the ball returned after a kick-off, and Leeds RHINOS got the ball in powerful position to add on to their points, so they get a nice drop-off play there, takes them up to the 10-metre mark. There's space on and numbers on this left edge, but they go short side. They still might get through. There is still space on this left edge if they want to go, but they go short again. And again, possibly Leeds might need to look up a little bit further there. Obviously, they went on that right side a few times, and there was space on and numbers on that left edge. But again, number of new players into the game. That's the things you learn. That's the things you talk about around making sure you get your numbers right and trying to attack space in front of them. But challenge now for Huddersfield to get off the line and try and get some more territory back into the game.
Absolutely. I think as well when you play in nines, it's a full-size pitch. You need that communication coming from the outside. You need to be together as one on the field. Just because there's so much space on the field, that communication is really key.
Yeah, and sometimes there's an illusion of space. There's space there, and you think there's space there, and you go there, but it's quite easy to put off and map off. And if you haven't got the players, you haven't got the people to pass into either. So, yes, I think some of the still principles apply around trying to split the numbers, make people make their own numbers, and trying to attack mismatches.
Absolutely.
Which obviously Huddersfield looking to do here, and again, Tara just real strong one to just and gets the offload away, but unfortunately for her, it falls into the hands of these RHINOS. Got 30 seconds in this game. Huddersfield need to keep them out because a 4-0 lead, I think it is obviously there's a chance that can be overcome in the second half. Good first half. So Tara, obviously, how long was your journey up here yesterday?
So it was meant to take us 5 hours, but with us obviously coming such a long way, we went on the M4, we went on the M5, the M6, and all the motorways to get up here. So we did hit a few bits of traffic. It did actually take us 6.5 hours to travel up yesterday. We got up here, had some lovely food, just a bit of team bonding, before getting a good night's sleep ready for today.
Nice, 6.5 hours, that's some commitment now.
Yeah, it's quite the travel, but look, we enjoy the sport, and we're willing to travel as far as needs be to play the best teams. We're just lucky that we get this opportunity to come here today and play against some of the best, and yeah, we're really grateful for that.
Nice, obviously interesting half, nip and tuck at the moment. How do you see it going in the second half? If you're putting your money on who would you be backing?
I have got to say, Leeds have got the edge for me, but Huddersfield Giants, Tara at the moment is looking like she's just pushing that Huddersfield Giants team. She's doing a lot of individual plays, and I think they're shining through there, but Leeds have got that team structure, so my money is on Leeds.
Possible going favourites into this game, as we've seen him make a few subs. Bethan Dayton is coming off, and we see Amy Hardcastle coming on. Obviously not a bad replacement, and Kira Bennett as well, so it looks like they brought a few players in to try and finish this second half. But again, a performance to be proud of so far, Huddersfield, and a few things go their way, they might be looking at a final in 9 minutes time. It's definitely not beyond them.
Yeah, the score's still quite low, so you never know what can happen. It is nines, so we shall see.
Ebony gets the game underway. Molly takes the ball back, who started the day with a hat-trick, and again, good footwork there to kind of create a bit of space. You don't want to give Amelia any space. Another great run in there, cause some space, good quick play of the ball, and Huddersfield will look right up for this in the second half. Gun meters from Huddersfield, looking to try and exploit the space on the short side. But again, Leeds do a fantastic job of just mapping off and getting them into defence. Like I said, there's the illusion of space they had there. They had a 2v1, they thought they had some space, but again, really well structured defence from Leeds, just mapped off, put them into touch.
Very well. I've seen it throughout the day. Leeds are very good at mapping them out, and they've put a lot of teams into touch today. And that's what's so great about their defence. They're so good at mapping and judging the communication between them then. The communication's great.
Leeds start with the attack. Amy looking to exploit the space on the outside, and she is executing. Amelia's chasing her down. Great tackle for Amelia, but the game plays on. Managed to juggle the ball, but we got some tired Huddersfield legs now as they're getting back into the line, just about getting there. As Jenna looks to try and execute here. Ebony's calling for the ball on that left edge. She's seen some space. Unlucky there. Nice D from Huddersfield. Izzy Northoff, who's been again a standout player for Leeds this year, on the brink of being called up for England, and it's great to see, and good defence there from Huddersfield to stop that threat.
Huddersfield's defence has been phenomenal in this game, obviously to keep the score so low as well. You can just see that they've worked on that throughout the day, and maybe that's what they're concentrating on in this game.
Yeah, it just keeps you in the hunt, doesn't it? If you keep the low score, you keep yourself in the hunt. Anything can happen. We've seen obviously a few excellent long-range tries from our friend Leanne Brunel. You know what I mean? A few intercepts through on the edges. That's the beauty. A bit of space, anything can happen.
Yeah.
What does Leanne mean to obviously the Cardiff team? Obviously she's a leader on the pitch, currently captain, and her performances have just been phenomenal.
Yeah, she's a phenomenal player, but also a phenomenal person off the pitch. She is our captain, and as a captain, you get looked up to. So we're always looking towards her for that support, that how we can improve our game. Yeah, she's a very inspirational.
Leeds look threatening here as they go past the 40-metre line with Shauna Hoyle in hand. Passes the ball to Amy, out to Beth. Good defence from Molly there. Still tackles in this set. Can Leeds create the opportunity that they look to try and put this game away? Not quite sure what happened there. Looks like there might have been an accidental trip, but the game continues. Leeds still with the ball. Ship it out to the left. There is space if they can get there. Good pressure there from Amelia just to force that pass and make there, and then obviously looks to recover. Fifth and last. Are they going to play? Ebony has been devastating all day. Good defence there.
Very good defence from Huddersfield Giants.
Again, game's on a knife edge. 5 minutes left in this game. Some tired legs, but within a blink of an eye, they could all change.
Absolutely. Who's your money on then, Tom?
Depends what happens with this. I think it was a shoulder and rid up, so I don't think it's going to be a card, but I think it's definitely a penalty.
Yeah.
To answer your question, as much as I think Huddersfield are doing great and they've had some opportunities, Leeds are looking the stronger at the moment. They're having more balls in Huddersfield half. And that's obviously not beneficial for Huddersfield with that kick not quite making touch, but yeah, I think Leeds are just knocking on the door a little bit more at the moment, and I think this girl Ebony has been part of the reason. Again, fantastic showing today in one of her first games for Leeds Rhinos.
Yeah, she has been one of the standout players, which is great for her age. There's some space,
and they finally managed to get to that space and put it there again. If you knock on the door often enough in nines in other people's territory, you get rewards, and Leeds have done that now. Big 4 minutes now from Huddersfield, but I think they'll need a try in the next couple of sets to really start to compete. Again, as we're watching the replay, again, quite simple. They got to one edge and just nice simple catch and pass through the hands into the space, and yeah, they got the ball there in the end. Tried a few times, not managed to achieve it. Some good pressure from the Huddersfield, but that time a little bit more space, a little bit more tight legs from Huddersfield, and managed to get there.
They managed to execute it very well.
Again, missed kick from Kira again, so only 8 points, so game is definitely in the balance. A quick try here can definitely turn this game around.
It's very exciting to watch.
Trolltower obviously new to the sport this year. What's the best thing, what do you think you enjoy the most about it?
I've come from Union, so I think I enjoy personally how fast-paced the game is. You get a lot more hand-on ball, and it's a lot more tactical. So that's what I enjoy most about it.
Huddersfield do well there to keep the ball in play as they move it back to the 50s or into the middle of the field. Strong running and strong D. Play on. possible calls for a steal, but the ball goes to Leeds and they're straight on the attack with Jenna.
Very unlucky call for Huddersfield Giants there.
Yeah, they had her in an awkward position with the ball above her head.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely offload from Amy. Good defence there from Molly again, who's I think had another fantastic day. And again, one of the reasons why we wanted to bring the nines is it allows us to have some of that cross-pollination, so it does allow our chance for our championship teams like yourselves to come and compete against Women's Super League, but it also gives an opportunity for a number of young talents to put their market in, and we've seen that. So Isabella Rowe, who will see, Izzy Rowe, who we'll see in the next one in regards to playing for Wigan. I think she had her first game in the nines, and yeah, she's been frightful when she's come in since. So and ball going down there for Huddersfield. Possibly the fatigue's getting to the better of them. Now we think Lee's try will put this game to bed.
Yeah, it's very hot out there today as well. I've been standing down on the sidelines, and you can see that the girls are exhausted from the heat. So maybe that is making them a little bit more tired.
And a lovely try there, little in and out from Evie Cousins, and some great skill just to again move the hips a little bit and then use your pace to go around the outside. And I think that's probably a day over for Huddersfield. 1 minute to go. By the time there'll be maybe a few players left. And yeah, a Leeds Wigan final it seems. And as we're looking at the replay here, again, skill just to take it inside, just to give herself that little bit of space to go around the outside, and yeah, well executed there. I think that's Evie Cousins.
Yeah, I think we've got a very exciting final on our hands. You've got Leeds RHINOS and Wigan. You know, both teams have got pace, they've got strength. It's just who can come out on top today.
Yeah, and obviously I think Huddersfield had a bit of a tough game, I think, at the start, tough start of the season. They're starting to build. I think today might be another kick on from them. Obviously they've performed well here today against some tough opposition. So yeah, and again I think that's the purpose of the nines. It just allows you to reset, play some young girls and just see what's happening. And Leeds retain the ball here with, say, that's it, game over.
Yeah, game over.
So a repeat of last year's final with Leeds RHINOS taking on Wigan Warriors. Wigan possibly the informed team, scoring the most amount of points at the moment, but I don't think we can write off Leeds RHINOS. I think this is going to be a phenomenal final. Obviously we've got an exciting game coming up. It is the final. We have Wigan Warriors, the most prolific attacking team so far in the nines, against Leeds RHINOS, the most defensive team. So we've got a battle of two styles. How do you see the game going?
I think it's going to be a really competitive game. I think, as you say, Wigan have been very good today with their attack. You know, they've got a lot of quick players. However, Leeds have been very tight in defence, so they've been quite hard to break down. So I think, yeah, it's going to be a very, very competitive game.
Battle of styles. It's a repeat from last year's final where Leeds RHINOS and Lewis's Leeds RHINOS took the trophy last year. I am sure they'll want to retain that, disappointed from a Challenge Cup loss to St Helens, which your Cardiff Demons teams beat. Obviously, how was the feeling in camp after that?
Yeah, we were very, very happy with that result, to be fair. I think, we went in potentially as the underdogs a little bit with obviously St Helens and the accolades that they've won over the years. So, yeah, it was a very good feeling winning that game, and I think, important for us to get to the semi-final then.
Yeah, second year in a row getting to a semi-final for the Cardiff Demons. 2 years getting to quarter-finals. How's life down in Cardiff Demons in South Wales, and obviously what you're building down there?
Yeah, really good. We've obviously the last couple of years been in the Challenge Cup and things like that, so growing towards that one. Obviously we're sort of got one more game left of the league now, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. We had a good win against London Broncos last week, but it's one of those where at the moment we're sort of battling her out for the top, so we need a good game against Bedford now to try and get those points on the board and get the league.
Yes, and obviously at the end of the year there's a chance that Cardiff might get promoted into the Super League as the two teams come onto the pitch here to take home the trophy. And I'll be honest, I'm very excited to see this, a resurgent Wigan team come to the fore, lots of young attack minded players against a resolute Leeds RHINOS. Easy ball for Wigan Warriors, looking to get the game underway, and she's a phenomenal player. She impressed you today as a fellow half?
She has indeed, yeah, very, very quick, you know, good understanding of the game, so yeah, she's definitely one to watch.
Nice deep kick. Again, we've often talked up here around how territory is really important because it's nines, there is space and you can make meters quite easily, so managing your territory is really important to keep them in the right parts of the field. And a Wigan, again, as they've done all day, looking to kick long and front up with their defence. Strong carry there from Beth Dainton, obviously at Welsh International, and again leading from the front.
Yeah, she's such a good player, Beth. You know, she's definitely someone you want on your team rather than playing against her, to be fair.
Again, another quick play of the ball putting Wigan under pressure. Good defence from Eva Hunter, who's been a standout this year so far. Short play, I'm not sure it was on, but they recovered well, managed to get the ball to the edge, got some space here. Well recovered from Wigan Warriors, fifth and last. Looking to risk it with Shauna Hoyle. Beth, the hot stepper. Can't pin her down, can you?
No, absolutely not.
Good defence there from Wigan. Didn't panic, stuck as a unit, worked hard from the inside. And again, really well covered under some quiet threat for her from Leeds RHINOS. Wigan bringing it out of their own half to Keris Marsh, looking to get it into centre field and getting past the 20 again. Leeds RHINOS working hard to get the Wigan Warriors onto the back as they've done all day. Again, Jenna and Eva creating a strong partnership, and again getting some easy meters there, which just look to move Wigan up the field. Keris Marsh out the back to Izzy and created some space, and we've got some pacing Grace Banks. She gets past the first defender. She backs herself. Great cover tackle there. Well done for Grace to get up and play the ball under a bit of pain to continue the attack going. Bit of a poor end to the set, but straight back onto the attack for Leeds RHINOS, and it's end-to-end stuff at the moment. Great tackle from Izzy.
She's done really well to slow that down there.
Back to Beth, and again straight into attack. Frantic first couple of minutes into this game, Amberley.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely entertaining end-to-end stuff. That's what we like to see.
A few of the lungs of the teams, I think, are starting to blow. A few substitutions already. Lovely little show and going offload to Beth Dainton. Well recovered from Wigan. Good defence. 2 players left. What can they do here? Ebony has been threatening all day with the ball in her hand. Again, great covering tackle. Izzy Rowe looks like she might be out on her feet already. We're only 4 minutes into this game.
Nines is not a forgiving game, you know, when he's back-to-back like this and is end-to-end. It's definitely a lung buster.
Obviously, how good is it to see Keris Marsh back on the field? Obviously, a bit of a mainstay in the Welsh side, come back from a double shoulder up. I think she's gone fantastic today.
Yeah, she's done really, really well. It's great to see her back on the pitch. Obviously, fellow Welsh international of mine. So, yeah, from that perspective, it's great to see her back.
She's been a real leader in that Welsh team, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. You know, again, as Wales Rugby League, obviously, you know, we are still relatively new to the game, still learning a lot. Whereas Caris's experience comes in and really helps us with taking that leadership role.
Yeah, nice carry from there from Keris just to create a bit of space, but good defence again from Leeds. Again, we're going to try and play at the line, get some tips, get people on the edges to get some quick play the balls, but Leeds are just having none of it. Standing up well in defence, and again, slow play the balls getting on the back. It's quite phenomenal, really.
Yeah, Leeds' defensive effort is outstanding. You can see that they're happy to give the space a little bit and, you know, not panic. They're not biting or anything like that, so they're not giving Wigan anything at the moment, really.
A little bit of space here, but again, lovely line there from Molly Young. Again, no panicking, just mapping off, doing the job, getting the bodies in front. Again, good kick. Well taken by Ebony. Lee's back on the front foot. Often they talk about style-mates games, and I think we've got one of those games today. We've got fast, young, expansive versus well-disciplined, structured team in Leeds.
Yeah, they're two definitely very different teams in the way they play, but as you say, it gives us for a good game, so it's very entertaining to watch.
Strong carry from Amy Hardcastle, one of her trade barnstorming runs. Izzy Northrop now back into the middle. Well met by Kevis Marson, forces the error. So those shoulder bops have panned out.
I was just about to say, looks like their shoulders are holding up well.
And she
Takes us up.
Yeah, it takes us up for a well-needed rest. Grace Banks coming back on. 3 minutes left in this half, and it's been non-stop so far. I think it's been my most intense game of the days, which you expect in the finals. Vic Moore takes Wigan up to the 40. With a short side play to Anna, who does well to stay out of touch. Wigan looking to ship early, but good covering tackle from. And they managed to get the offload in. They got some space here. First opportunity of the day on the inside. Again, good covering tackle from Leeds, but they've got a few players on the pitch. There is space if they can execute. Lovely pick up there from Eva Hunter.
That's a great try.
She picked that one up off her toes. I'll test one of your hamstrings, won't it?
Oh, definitely.
Again, bit of a war of attrition, that one, just end-to-end stuff. Managed to get the offload. Leeds didn't wrap up Wigan Warriors there, and they just managed to get the next player, leave a few players on the floor, and just ran into space.
Yeah, and it shows that, they definitely had the patience there to sort of know exactly what they wanted to do. As you say, they took advantage of the fact that Leeds had a couple of players down there, so took the space, and it was really, really good hands to finish that off.
Well done from Mary, obviously second row, front row criminal player at the moment. Realised there was two players up, just ran heads up, and Eva Hunter devastating all the time that she's seemingly playing at the moment, just getting hit in the hold and got great leg speed, so one for the future, if not already. But no converted points, so 4 points, it does leave the window open.
Yeah, definitely. With nines, it's a very quick game, so anything could happen.
Again, I reckon Wigan will go long, kick it deep, try and get up, defend, understand the importance of the territory. Understands that teams will take metres off you, but if you can keep them as far away from your line as possible, then you're more likely to keep them out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, this will go quite deep now and try and pin them in their own half and put the pressure on.
Please take it just over the 30 metres. About 30 seconds in this half. Possibly need to push it a little bit here, try something, get an offload. Well met by Wigan, well controlled. Oh, here we go, nice little gap for the middle. The opportunity's here. Got space on the left. Quick play the ball, couple of players, Wigan players on the floor. Fifth and last. Ruby Boost looks to go herself. Offload. Well handled by Wigan. Under the pump, first test of the game, and they've managed to stand up to it.
Yeah, again, they've not panicked in their defence there. They've sort of worked well together. No biting in defence, nobody shooting out the line, just stuck together to be able to keep Leeds out there.
Again, not wanting to rest on the laurels. Not long left in this half and looking to try and get round them straight away. Strong carry there from Anna.
Yeah, she's a very impressive player.
Looking to go short. Easy roll with a show and go. Offload to Vic Molyneux.
Nice quick play of the ball there too.
Maybe one player less to this set. And they're going straight to the side. They got some space. I'm not sure they're going to stop her. Great covering tackle. Can she get the offload away? Fifth and last, there's another play. Say 10 minutes on our clock. Well taken there. Time is called. Interesting first, I believe you do a little bit of coaching yourself. And then around, obviously, a touch. Winner in touch. Obviously, Euros touch winner. How was that?
Yeah, a couple of years ago now, but yeah, absolutely fantastic. You know, it was a great moment to be able to be sort of the first Welsh team in a good couple of years to get a gold medal at European Championships and such. So, yeah, very. And then obviously we backed it up in 2023 as well. Unfortunately, I injured myself just before the comp, so didn't quite get to that one. But yeah, really, really good to see.
What would you be saying to the two teams now? Who's in charge? Who's possibly got more momentum going into this half-time?
I think Wigan are the ones with the momentum at the moment. Obviously, they're up on the scoreboard. I feel like they've had a bit better possession with the ball, going up the field a little bit more. So I think from their coaching staff is very much keep doing what you're doing, keep your level head. You know, let's not get complacent, and yeah, just keep that going. From Leeds' perspective, I think again, you know, defensively they've been strong. Yes, okay, they've conceded one score, but you know, it was a long half, and like I say, Wigan were putting the pressure on, but they kept their defence solid. So I think for them, it's just a case of looking up in attack a little bit more, you know, making sure that they're sort of completing the sets and making sure that they're sort of looking with the spaces and trying to utilise that a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's the hallmark of this Leeds team, this Lois Vassell's team, is that they stick together. They're greater than their sum of their parts, and they don't panic, and they've won a number of trophies for them, and I think they'll do that again this year. They won't panic, and they'll come out in the second half. And Wigan is an interesting one, because how will this play in the story of their season? So they won the trophy in 2018 under Amanda Wilkinson and struggled a little bit since. They're now resurgent, great win at the weekend, pushing for maybe trophies. This could be the first trophy they lift since 2018. How would you think that affect this confidence of the narrative of this team?
I think it would massively boost their confidence. I think they've been banged on the door now the last couple of years. You know, they've really sort of been up and coming. I know from our perspective in Cardiff Demons, you know, we played them in the Challenge Cup last year and we were quite close to them. This year, however, you can see that they've really upped their game. You know, their style of play has slightly changed, which I think, and as you say, having those young players in that's like not afraid to try things has really benefited them. So I think if they were to get the trophy today, then, you know, bigger and better things are potentially to come.
Yeah, and they say that often, don't they, about the youth, which is it is a youthful side in Wigan Warriors that sometimes you don't know, do you? You just play what's in front of you. You don't know. It's the known unknowns, and they're just going after it.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, like you say, I think when you're young and you've got everything in front of you, you just think, yeah, go for it, go for it.
These RHINOS will kick us off again. It'll be interesting to see if they look to go long again, play the territory game, play the smart game in the final, or do they push it early on and try and get the ball back? We're going short, well take by Jenna there. Again, phenomenal young half who's really starting to make an impact on the game. Again, Jenna made her debut in the Nines Festival, I believe, and she's been, again, real leading light in what we're going to have been doing in the last couple of weeks. So, again, it shows sometimes the opportunities, people just need to have them.
Yeah,
Get on a pitch, show what they can do, and just give coaches confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, especially, as you say, as we've already mentioned, Wigan are a young team. Oh, this is a good break. Can't she finish it? Yes, she can.
Lovely stuff. Again, excellently finished by Grace Banks, but really smart player from Izzy Rowe, just the ability to take it into the line. And as we watch this replay in a second, she just gets the defender to draw and loses her hips, and she just takes it. So again, confidence, take it to the line, and Amy Hardcastle just bites there and just gives her space. For someone with Grace's speed, it's going to be hard to finish.
Yeah,
but
she's definitely hard to stop.
But yeah, for any young half there, just taking it to the line, doesn't always have to be fast, but taking it to the line to allow the defence to reveal itself, it just gives you that, and exactly what Izzy did there. Defence revealed itself, Amy lost her hips, and bang, first try, first blood for Wigan in this second half.
Yeah, and I think the momentum at the moment is definitely with Wigan, so it'll be great to see how Leeds respond to this now.
again, probably as people build habits, Wigan kick it deep, trying to keep into the territory again, not do anything too dissimilar to what they're doing here. Leeds possibly need to come up with something though. Ebony with the ball has been one of those people so far. She's been a phenomenal talent as she's led Leeds, I think, from the front a little bit, as she takes them back to just shy of the 40. Sean Hoyle well met by Eva. Look to go the back to Beth to try and create some space out to Amy on the edge. And they might have some space here. She got a great covering tackle there again. Don't always have to make the tackle, but sometimes you just got to try and slow them down.
Slow them down, yeah, absolutely. It goes to show the pace that Wigan have got in this team at the moment.
Yeah, and it's such an asset, isn't it, to have strong, fast players. It's the way the game's going. Well defended there from Wigan, just to slow Kira down in the middle of the field, give themselves a little bit of breathing space. Good running there from Northrop, but well met by Vicky. Again, tap restart here, and again, when we talk about territory, if you do get those yardage, you get so close to the line, you can bush your way over. Amy did that there, but some great last minute defence there from Izzy just to make that tackle, just to keep their team in that lead, keep themselves a little bit of breathing space. And she comes off for a well-earned rest and replaced by Anna.
It's a great line.
Oh, Beth's going to get it. Back-to-back tries there, and again, another half just taking it to the line, letting the defence reveal itself, and another phenomenal line from Eva Hunter, who's just making that her trademark for the moment.
Yeah, it was a brilliant line from Eva there, and she's definitely created that and given that inside ball and having the legs then finish her off.
Yeah, that's a tough pass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's against the grain, definitely against the grain.
Running out, being able to pass on the inside, in having the confidence and then the ability to execute it at speed it's a great level of skill. Talk about in coaching the ability to split your bottom half from your bottom half, and she does that well, running to the left, be able to pass back into the right. It's great work, and again executing when there's opportunities are there. Got 5 minutes in this game. Leeds knocking on the door, knocked on over the line. 2 tackles later, we can score the other way.
Yeah, and again, this is the game of nines, as you say. You know, it's any little mistake you make can really be detrimental. So that little mistake over the line, tap 20, good yards from Gracie, and then they finished her off.
Again, bit of a fumble, but well recovered by Kira, and return with a bit of interest. But I do think we're going to see something from Leeds here. Shauna Hoyle well met by Victoria Molyneux. Again, who's a stalwart of the game, both of them.
Yeah, 2 very experienced players there.
Good defence there from Wigan to meet Ruby Bruce. Strong carry, got a little bit of space on this left edge. Leeds have set up. Looks like they're going there, they've got a 4-on-3. Over to Ebony, who wants to do it herself.
It's a good offload out of contact.
Nice, good push. Northrop again, straight for the middle. Been real leader from the front for Leeds RHINOS this year. Looking to go short to Kira and to Beth. And again,
great defence by Wigan again. You can
Molly.
hear the comms from up here asking the inside, have you got her, and pushed right to the outside. So great defence there.
Yeah, as we watch this, they think they got space on the edge, and again, the defence just keeps on mapping off. Great talk from the inside to Elise Molly, and just, again, slightly her trademark now, bashing people in centre, and she's done that and saved the team a try. Good carry from here, Wigan, and a good play of the ball, leaving Leeds players on the floor, straight back into the heart of them. She's still going. Rided a few high tackles, but not been given. Lovely little.
It's a great line as well.
Again, just standing in front of the line, letting the defence receive itself and creating some space for Vic Moore to get him behind to get another quick play of the ball. And they have numbers again. Out the back to Grace, they've got a 3v2.
Straightening and going himself.
The inside don't get there and she's going to finish
She's
it.
got the pace to finish that. And a 5-point there as well.
Again, slightly opposite as possibly. Maybe the fatigue is starting to come in that Leeds and Amy Hardcastle was hoping there would be someone from the inside to get there, and they didn't quite get there. And Grace, being a smart and fast player she is, managed to get there. As we see, waiting, Amy's waiting, and the inside push doesn't get there.
It's just having that patience as well. You can see Gracie on the ball, you know, she's there, she's not committing to doing anything, she's just waiting to see what the defence shows in front of her, and as soon as that defence goes, she takes that gap and really puts the accelerator on. So it was really good play from her.
Yeah, and people talk about another missed kick. People talk about obviously this being a backs game, which is true, but everything's been scored on the back of a fast play of the ball where someone's managed to get the nose through, someone's getting a quick play of the ball and left defenders on the pitch. And I think it's quite exciting as there's been a lot of pre-line passing, which has meant that you have to do that and has made the defence honest. And I think that's what's been good, was a representation of how good the skill's starting to get, because it's not easy to catch the ball at the line knowing you're going to get a whack.
It's not, yeah, it's definitely not.
Again, lovely deep kick. Again, good defence from Wigan, and 1 minute left in this game. You'll think they would just see this game out, just defend, and again, dominant. Not just won today, but they've dominated every team they've played. High scoring, low scores against them, and just, yeah, truly remarkable display from Wigan Warriors.
Yeah, I think at the start of the game, you know, we spoke about the attacking threat, but defensively in this game, I think, you know, Leeds have thrown a couple of things at them, but they've really done well to sort of front up and slow the plays down.
Yeah, we talked about Leeds possibly having the best defence. I can't remember anyone scoring against Wigan. Anna does well to recover the ball and stay in the field of play. And again, we're in the dying embers of this game now, where Wigan will be lifting a trophy for the first time since 2018. And again, how important is this going to be in the story of their season? Will they lift a trophy at the end of the year? I think if you had odds on at the start, you'll get big odds, but as they say, the season goes on, as the games go on, it's looking less and less, more and more likely they might win a trophy.
Yeah, definitely. They've showed, you know, true character today within the games and things. And as you say, you know, if no one has put a score against them today, that goes to show that, as we said, although we were talking about attack. Oh, is this on? And there's another one.
Finish with a flurry. Great try in the corner. Again, just having confidence to carry, run with the ball, people moving, and just making the right decisions more often than not.
Yeah, definitely. And you can see again, you know, as we said earlier, about taking it to the line, having that patience, and just looking at what the defence has shown in front of them and making sure they're picking the right options. And I think Wigan have really capitalised on that today throughout all their games. You know, they've picked those right options, they've done what they need to do, and that's where they've got the results they've got.
Again, you can just see Grace just biding her time, making Amy Hardcastle make a decision. Then again, in nines, because of the space, because of the distance, you're not stopping her from there. 5 metres out, and someone as strong as that, not a chance. And just again, really smart play from Grace.
Yeah, definitely. And Anna's not just strong, she's quick too, so give her the space to run into, and she'll definitely capitalise on that.
And there we are, jubilancies from Wigan Warriors taking the trophy, taking the nines final, one better than last year, revenging their loss to the Leeds RHINOS in the nines finals last year. So Wigan Warriors, in this third iteration of the women's nines finals, walk away champions.